Hi, Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome to my yarn adventure, Movie and Stitch. Yes, I joined the collab for Movie and Stitch because it sounded like fun. So, for me, Movie and Stitch, I set myself a few guidelines. I will pick a movie starting with the letter, this fortnight's A, and then I'd read the synopsis and be inspired to make a project from the synopsis and make it a stash buster. It had to be yarn from my stash. So, starting with the letter A, my movie choice is The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Not the musical, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, the original movie, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, released in 1994. Why this movie? Well, most people who know me know I have a strict genre of movie I watch. I rarely step outside that comfort zone, and that is thrillers. I like to guess who'd done it. It annoys my family because I rarely go to comedies or any other genre. And this is a movie I've caught bits and pieces of and thought, oh, I should watch that one day. Well, Movie and Stitch is going to be stepping outside my comfort zone and watching Australian movies whenever I can that aren't thrillers. But there may be a couple of thrillers thrown in there along the way. So guys, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, like I said, released in 1994, stars Guy Pearce and Hugo Weaving, two great Australian male actors. You might remember Guy Pearce from LA Confidential. I love these guys. I generally like seeing whatever they're in. The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is about two drag queens and a female impersonator travelling from Sydney to Alice Springs on a bus called Priscilla. The people they meet along the way, the adventures they have. You'll see some amazing Australian outback photography. It is amazing. The costumes they wear are to die for. They just blow you away. And the music is awesome. Music by ABBA. I love ABBA. Gloria Gaynor, oh, I loved her. Yeah, it's my genre of music. I just love it. So, what do I say? Well, first of all, it is a comedy and there are lots of laughs, but there are a few dark moments, so I don't recommend children watch it. From 15 years and over is fine, but don't watch this movie with your little kids. They might not understand what's going on. What else did I write down? The project that it inspired me to make. Well, they're going to Alice Springs, so I'm going to make a beanie. Why a beanie? Alice Springs has a beanie festival every year in late June, except COVID years. Prior to last year, there was a lady that would come to Cairns to my charity store, and for 2 years in a row, she bought 10 beanies at a time to take back to Alice Springs. I did give her discount, because whoever buys 10 beanies off you. She is lovely. She didn't come last year, but hopefully they can have their beanie festival this year. There is a website. If I can find the link, I'll put it below. You can check out some of the beanies they make. You may even find a ugly hat you want to make for the ugly hat make-along with Runawayneedle Red, Marianne. That ends in February, so check out the Beanie Festival in Alice Springs. Now, of course, this was my project I made. A rainbow beanie. The movie's about an hour and 45 minutes long. I finished this just towards the end of the movie and sewed in the ends afterwards. And this was just 3-weight yarn from my stash. The pattern was the paid-for pattern I've mentioned before I bought recently, Cozy Snowden Hat pattern. This is in black and white, but this actual pattern does do it in variegated colours like this, rows of colours, and it did have so many sizes for it, so I made the small adult size in this. It is 100% acrylic. I love this movie. I really enjoyed it. I laughed, I cried, I sang along. It's good to watch it on your own while the boys are out in the shed. But yeah, it was a lot of fun and I do recommend it. It gets 5 stars out of 5 from me. It left me feeling so good that after the movie, I need another beanie. Same pattern, smaller size. in some bright colours because of the costumes. This is a Shaun the Sheep yarn from Big W. I think this one might be discontinued. It does have wool in it. It's quite harsh, done up in the ball. It's a little softer crocheted up, and hopefully when it washes, it will soften up even more. This yarn was given to me by my yarn fairy godmother, Janice. So I made 2 beanies watching this movie. So Movie and Stitch was, for the letter A, was a big success for me. I found the movie on Fox now. I hope you check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. So for me, I have one wool beanie to go in my wool beanie bag, and one acrylic beanie to go in my acrylic beanie bag. I keep 2 bags of beanies running for when I want to donate things to charity. And some charities don't want wool, they just want acrylic because people are allergic to wool. So I keep them separate, but so I remember which is which. Australia Day. Well, because it's Australia Day and I get to relax, I remembered just around Christmas or just after Christmas, I started a project by an Australian podcaster that was inspired by Rose from Rose Likes Crochet. She was making market bags, and I thought they look great. Now, I know it's hard to believe, but I've never had any success with market bags. They either turn out way too big, way too small, misshapen. I had actually given up, thinking market bags are just beyond me. I don't get what I do wrong. But she was talking about these market bags in this tutorial, and I thought, I'm going to give that a go. So the tutorial is from Bob Wilson 123 Claire, an Aussie podcaster. And I had made, just about finished it and put it aside and forgot about it. And then I thought today, it's Australia Day, Australian podcaster, I'll finish it. So here's my finished market bag. It's a square bottom market bag, and I love it. I was so convinced it wouldn't work, I thought I'm going to use my scrap cotton yarns, and I got to the green and ran out, and I thought I actually like this, so I got some purple and then some grey. All I had to do today was finish off the handles. That's how far I'd got with it. So I finished it, and I love it. I'll be making more of these, so it was great of Rose to share her market bag with us and steer me in the direction of this tutorial. I'll leave a link in the description below. The cotton is Ling Crafted, locally bought 8-ply, 100% cotton, 3-weight, made in China. This colour's lavender. This is probably the go-to cotton I buy here. It's really hard to get 4-weight. But yeah, the tutorial is for 3-weight, but you can adapt it to anything. I really suggest you give that market bag a go if you don't have any success like me. Guys, thanks for coming along and following my yarn adventure for Movie and Stitch. I really enjoyed it. And now I'm like, what am I going to watch for B? What am I going to watch for B? I want to race ahead. But yeah, it was fun. I hope you've enjoyed hearing about the adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Leave a comment. Let me know if you've watched it, what you thought of it, whether you're going to check it out, and what would it inspire you to make. To all my loyal subscribers, thanks for coming back. To those new guys, I hope you go back and check out some of the other yarn adventures. I'm sure you'll find them interesting, because don't forget, the giveaway closes in a couple of days and you need to leave a comment to be eligible to enter into that. I'll leave a link to that as well. Until next time, make sure you take care of each other, stay safe, and have one crafty day. Bye for now.